Alright guys, I've got some good news for you this episode. I've been farming up those creepers a little bit more and I just got the record Mellow High, which is exactly the one that we need over here from our task from our last episode. So it didn't take that long. It took quite a few records, but not that many. Of course, the skeleton's going to still be shooting at me. I put a little way down here so I could collect the records without having to break this block, so that way I didn't accidentally let a creeper out. But yep, got Mellow High, so now all we have to do is go ahead and make that jukebox. Make sure there's nothing too much out here. Also, I added a little staircase here because I'm a little bit low on food. I finally grew some potatoes, but my potato patch is not very big right now. I have it right over here by the water. I had this just so that way I could climb up there, so that way more creepers would spawn down here. So I didn't have to run out that way. I could just go up and then come back down and there'd be some more creepers. But yeah, this is all that I have for potato patch, and I'm running out of food. So I noticed that every time I ran up here, I would lose a bunch of hunger. So I just put a little staircase so that way I wouldn't have to jump up so much and save a little bit of hunger, at least in the beginning here. Alright, so I can't remember if I made a jukebox yet. I don't think I did. So let's just grab one of these diamonds. It is a diamond, right? I'm pretty sure it's a diamond. Just a diamond and then that around. And of course, I'm one short. So let's make another one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just that and a diamond. There we go, a jukebox. So let's go ahead and plop this down and play the record. Boop. There you go, you have completed a task. Return to the idol for a reward. Now, even though we wasted a little bit of time, we did not make a profit. We're at 751 blocks in diameter right now, which is not very much. We did lose quite a bit once we turned this in, but we got a bunch of records. We didn't just get Mellow High, we got a bunch of records. And he will give tasks for every single record, so even though we wasted a little bit of time, we could have possibly saved time in the future if we get one of those tasks, because then it's a really quick task. All I gotta do is go down there, grab it, place it, and we're done. So let's go ahead and turn this in before we waste too much more time here, so that we can get another task, because now we are behind on the blocks. You know what? I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna skip jumping up this time. And there we go. Don't mind my health. I definitely didn't fall 4 times on the way up here. It took literally 1 second. All right, turn it in. All right. Wait. The border turned red for a second? Oh, no, it's going up. For some reason, it did the whole red thing around my screen, like the border was shrinking. But it's going back up now, so that's all that matters. So it should go up 1,000 blocks. So we should be around 1,700. That looks like it worked. And we still have to wait quite a bit longer before we get another task, so we can start working back on the villagers a little bit more. I still have the golden apples, and I put the potions down there in that chest, as you saw before, just because they were clogging up my inventory, and I didn't want to accidentally use them, because we're going to need at least 2 of them to make the villagers. Now, surprisingly, that entire time, when I was working there, I didn't find a single zombie villager after I found all the creepers. So that's a bit disappointing, because we're going to need at least a couple of those to start our little village here. So I guess what I'll start doing right now is I'm going to start building the village and wait for some to spawn. At least while we're waiting for our next task, because I don't want to waste too much time here because we're getting low. I'll leave that skeleton down there just in case we get another record task. But anyway, I'm going to take a cut here, and I will be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So, I've decided that I'm going to be building a really quick mob system here. Just a small one, as you can see. Just these little pads with a half slab in the center, so that way spiders don't spawn, because we're not going to need them. And just really small, so that we can just have the water just flow this way, right to the center. Not even any water tricks that we're going to have to do. It's going to be really simple and really quick to set up. And the reason we're doing this is so that way, if we ever need to get any more records, we can. It'll be nice and easy. There are other tasks that involve killing skeletons and creepers and things like that. So it's going to be nice to have mobs when we need them, so that we don't have to run around every night like I was doing off camera at the end of last episode and the beginning of this one. And finally, so that we can get some villager zombies. We're going to need some of those, and I don't want to have to look for them like I did with the creepers. So I figured might as well get this out of the way now while we're waiting for another task to become available. We're at 1,480 blocks at the moment. I don't remember exactly when we did it, so I'll just have to go back up there and check every now and then and make sure we don't miss that, because we are low on blocks right now, and I do not want to get much lower than this. But this is exactly how I wanted it to feel. I wanted, especially at the beginning, I wanted you to have to really pay attention to it and make sure that you're keeping an eye on it, so that way you can always get there in time to do the tasks and not and really enjoy the stress that you get from this new level of gameplay here. So speaking of that, after this episode, I am going to start working on releasing the map. So the things I've got to do still is I'm going to make a nice little tutorial that explains the map and a little trailer for it too. Just some stuff to get the word out for the map. And after I do all that, you'll see those videos in the channel. And once I upload them, I'm going to make a forum topic, post it on Reddit, all that usual stuff that people do, just to get the word out. And if you guys can also help me get the word out by leaving a like on those videos, and if you want, share it with your friends, share it with your favorite YouTubers. Just help me get the word out so that way we can see this map grow, and hopefully it becomes a pretty fun thing to do. So yeah, after the changes that I made, I think I'm just about ready to release it. It's a lot more intense now, which I'm enjoying, and other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and just end the episode here. It's going to be a short episode today just so I can get working on the actual map itself and releasing it. I'll continue that mob farm and we'll have that done by next episode. So I will see you guys next time. Okay, that episode was actually a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, so let's go ahead and do this task while we're here. So we have to mine, smelt, and bring the idol 30 iron ingots before he expands the border. So this is a new task, and it's actually a pretty easy one. There's just a couple steps to it. This is one of those multi-part tasks that is pretty interesting, spices it up a little bit. So basically what we have to do is we have to first mine the 30 iron. So see over there on the side it says mine 30 iron. It doesn't say anything about smelting it or anything like that. So what we can actually do, since we have iron ore already, we'll just take 30 out and stack it up real high, and then we'll mine 30 of it because it still counts as mining it. If we weren't short on time, I probably wouldn't do this. I would probably just go mining, but we are low on time. We're already at 1,400 blocks, so we really got to speed through this task here. So let's go ahead and mine through this, and as you can see, even though I place this as I'm mining it, it still counts for the task. So let's mine through all this. Should only take a second, and then we're actually going to have to smelt it, which is unfortunately going to take quite a bit of time, so it's good that we have a couple furnaces here. I might make a couple more, just so that we can save some more time, because we are short on it. Thankfully, we got another easy task, though. Getting some iron is not bad. So now it says, bring 30 iron ingots to the idol. Oh, okay, actually, I don't think we actually have to smelt it. So we just have to bring him 30 ingots, like this. I guess I did not add to where you actually have to smelt it. There are things that you have to smelt for tasks, but I guess this isn't one of them. It just has to track that you actually have 30 iron ore, and then you have 30 iron ingots. So eventually you had to smelt it at one point. So there's no point in smelting it, smelting a whole new set of 30. The unfortunate thing about this task, though, even though it's quick, he does take the iron. So we will lose the 30 iron for this task here, if I did this correctly. Maybe. Okay, and again, this is exactly why I test this map before we go. Doesn't look like he's picking up the iron here, so that means I'm going to have to figure out why. I actually know already why. Actually, let's go ahead and fix this on camera. I can do that. So first, what we got to do is we're going to have to go into creative mode here. So let's drop off all my stuff so we don't get confused, so that we can go in there and fix this. I know exactly what's wrong. When I planned this out, I planned that the button was going to be right by the redstone. So the radius that he collects the iron from is actually not up there. It's actually down here somewhere where actually the redstone is. which I'll show you actually right now, and I'll show you why this isn't working. So all we're going to have to do is increase the radius on that, so that way he'll collect the redstone from further away. So let's go ahead and do... oh yeah, I've got to drop off all my stuff first so we don't lose that. Also, that wasn't the right command. I only dropped off the ingots. I'm going to drop off everything. Just put it all in here, if it'll fit. Nope, gotta do this one too. That's fine. Okay, so now let's go turn on cheats. There we go, we'll do game mode C. Alright, so now we're in creative mode, we can hop down here and look at the redstone. So I should have a thing down here to get to it. There we go, sorry if that's a little dark. Not a redstone, just a normal torch. Whoops, torch, okay. So these command blocks is what those buttons activate, which basically just turns on the system. This is the accept and this is the deny. So this is basically when you forfeit the task, and this is when you do everything else. So let's break in here and see the huge mess of command blocks in here. Now we're going to have to find the one that's activated right now, which is going to be pretty easy. We just have to come down here and look for the redstone block. There it is. So this is the task that we're currently on, and we're currently on step 2. So this is step 1 here, and we keep coming down to step 2, and this is what's supposed to be checking for the iron. So it says clear at player with a radius of 29 iron ingots. So the buttons up there is actually further than 29 ingots away. And the reason I did this was because I had originally planned for you to just press the buttons right there, so that's in a radius of 30. So if we go ahead and just increase this radius, I'm not exactly sure how many blocks it would be. It would be easier if we could just set the coordinates up there, but it's not going to be helpful for if you want to move this around. But for the sake of this map, which is already going to be built, and people are just going to download it, I think I can actually do that. So we'll just need to get the radius of up there, and then we can put the center of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just skip that, and then I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I just made that change. So now at the position 101, 106, negative 136, which is right in front of the button, with a radius of 5, that's when it'll start clearing the ingots. Now, there is actually one other task that I'm going to make this change to, because there's another task just like this where you have to return items. I think this one's it. If we look, there should be a clear thing here. Even I get lost in here sometimes. I can't find it right now. I'm not gonna look for it too much on camera. I probably should have looked for it actually before I did this, but that's okay. And I think there's another one actually right next to it even. Yep, right here. This needs to be just like we made it before, with at P, not at A, and with the specific radius. So that one's done, and that's another task where we have to turn something in. And that actually reminded me that I actually have to change this one too. I'm not going to go into explaining why I have to change it again, but whatever, there we go. Okay, and then I still think that there's one more over here, but I'm not going to look for it right now. Oh, there it is, just found it. See, there's one for gold ingots too. So there, that's pasted. Now everything should be working, and if we go back out there with our golden ingots, iron ingots, then it should actually start working now. See, now I'm really happy that I did this task before I went ahead and released the episode. Let's go ahead and clear my inventory so we can get back fresh. And then we'll go back to game mode survival. Alright. And we'll get at least some of our stuff again. And let's just grab some iron ingots. Alright. So now let's go ahead and run back up there, and even before we get in that room, it should start taking our ingots and start adding to the score over there. Once we get up a little bit closer. Yep, very happy I made this discovery before I released the map. Dang it, I didn't realize that was a hole. Hopefully this is going to be the last one. I doubt it, but we can always add patches later, and people can re-download the map and everything. So I do want to make sure that at least most of these are done. And you see, as soon as I start walking in the room now, it starts clearing the ingots and my score is going up. Once that reaches 30, the task will be complete. Now, I did waste a little bit of time fixing that, where I could have just returned it in. But we did make a pretty big profit on that one, so I'm okay with that. And there it goes, starts going up. Yep, so I'm not going to worry about adding any extra blocks for that one. We didn't waste too much time there. So now that we've made that change, I'm going to go ahead and get working on this teaser video and the trailer video. I mean, that's the word I'm looking for. So hopefully the next video you see, I will be releasing the map and you guys can start playing for yourself. So I will see you guys then.